You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show, a wrestling podcast with attitude.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Okay, so here's the deal. Tupac! No, I'm just kidding. I need to take a shower. I've been wearing this since yesterday. So the deal is, tonight's SmackDown, we're going to talk about it real quick. You can decide if you want to watch SmackDown tonight or not, maybe based on this information that I'm going to give you, but there's a whole bunch of shit going on. There it is. So, title match announced for Extreme Rules. We'll get into that. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Batista's stipulation that he wanted at WrestleMania. That's kind of a little bit interesting thing. We can sort of talk about that as well. WWE has just announced the Usos versus the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Revival for the WWE Extreme Rules pay-per-view. So the tag belts will be on the line. Whatever. Extreme Rules is garbage because there's nothing extreme about Extreme Rules. Why is it called Extreme Rules? We'll never know. Now, there's at least 3 Hell in a Cell matches at a Hell in a Cell event. So that kind of makes sense. Although I don't like the themed pay-per-views, it at least makes sense you're going to see the Cell. But Extreme Rules, are you going to see Extreme Rules? Not really. You're just going to see goofy rules. It should be called Different Type of Matches Night, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't know. It's garbage. That being said, whatever. I don't care. That doesn't really make me excited, of course. I mean, it does a little bit because those teams are cool. They could have a nice match. I like both the teams. I mean, there's really nothing bad about that. But going into Batista and Triple H, what stipulation, what did Batista and Triple H want to do? That's going to be interesting. Let's talk about that. Frank Gibson, thank you for becoming a $2 patron. I also just put a classic clip. I reacted to a classic clip of Stone Cold Steve Austin, an old 90s clip of Steve Austin. And I play the clip and I talk all about it and what I think about it. That's a little fun thing that I put up on Patreon for you guys. So you guys make sure you check out patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. It is up there right now. Check it after the video if you're a patron of at least $2 a month or more. The Patreon supports this channel and allows us to keep doing this. But also, you get a bunch of bonus awesome shit on Patreon that you don't get here on YouTube. So check it out. Batista has said originally he wanted it to be a Hell in the Cell, or Hell in a Cell. Thank God that didn't happen. Batista revealed Vince didn't want it because of the pay-per-view Hell in a Cell being its own event. I literally just mentioned this and had no idea that this was going to play into this story too. We needed bells and whistles. We needed the drama. We are 2 old guys, haven't wrestled in a while, and we have already got the history. We just needed the violence. One of the memorable moments of their no-holds-barred match was when Triple H extracted Batista's nose ring with a pair of needle-nose pliers. Batista said the idea came from the game himself. Only problem was I saw exactly how they did it. You know what I mean? When he had the nose ring in his hand still. But whatever, it was still pretty cool. I would never wear that out to the ring, but Hunter asked if I was going to wear it out and said he had a spot and explained it. I said, hell yeah, I'll wear it. We talked about pulling it out. It was great. Batista admitted that he was beaten up during the match. He noted the table bump hurt the worst because he took it wrong. I was beaten up, Batista said. I took a really bad bump. The bump that looked like it hurt the least hurt the worst. It was this bump I took on the table. I took it kind of wrong, so I felt a little beat up, but I really felt satisfied, at peace with myself. I was happy to go out with that. When I got back to Gorilla, everyone was gone. Batista said, I did talk to Vince. It wasn't anything emotional, but he was really happy. All along, he was really happy I was back, but we butted heads a bit, not in a bad way, but a creative way. It's weird, I have my differences with Vince, but I have always gotten along with him. I didn't have anything bad to say about him. Well, he's the owner of the company. I mean, come on. But, yeah, so they didn't really go into how they did the trick with the ring. But I don't like to go into it either a little bit. I feel like it's... Like, there's that old part of me that's like, don't go into how they did anything. Like, I don't know. So, I mean, I didn't even like that he talked about the spot, to be honest. But, hey, everybody does that now, I guess. Sasha Banks trained with former NYC talent in Japan. A lot of news on Sasha Banks coming back soon. She could be coming back to help Bayley. She could be coming back. Who knows why? Chris Jericho says fans won't believe what he has to say at AEW Fight for the Fallen. We'll see about that. SmackDown match announced for tonight. So this is the big thing about, are you going to watch WWE SmackDown tonight or not? We're going to find out. WWE announced Nikki Cross versus Carmella for tonight's SmackDown episode in Manchester, New Hampshire. What? Why the fuck didn't anybody tell me the show was in Manchester, New Hampshire tonight? I didn't know this. I would have gone out to Manchester. Are you kidding me? God damn it. Manchester's fun. There's all these bars and shit. It's a great place. Oh, God damn it. Why didn't anybody tell me about this? It's 6:30 at night right now. I can't go. Oh, my God, dude. I'm really mad about this. I'm actually mad about this. Dude, I would have stayed in Manchester tonight. It would have been fun. I love that place. God damn it. I can't believe that it's in Manchester. Unfucking believable. It's a small arena. Unbelievable. It's a good place for drugs, too. No, but Aleister Black, Extreme Rules opponent, will be announced. So we're going to find out who Aleister Black's opponent is. So that's a little interesting. Even though his promos and all this shit was stupid, I don't care. But finding out finally who the hell the guy is, I mean, that's kind of interesting. Tag team summit with the New Day and Heavy Machinery, I don't know. Could be okay. Dolph Ziggler versus Kevin Owens, that's garbage. Mostly because of Dolph Ziggler. WWE Intercontinental Champion Finn Balor versus Shinsuke in a non-title match. Well, that's stupid. Haven't seen the belt in forever. We're going to see a non-title match. Carmella versus Nikki Cross. It could be an average show tonight. Could be a 5 out of 10 possibility, which I'll take that over a 3 or 4 or 2 or 1 or a 0. I gave last night's Raw a 0.5 out of 10. I don't think we can get that. I don't think we're going to get that bad tonight. I wouldn't believe you could do that. But, man, I'm really mad about it being Manchester, not knowing about that. Last time I was in Manchester, I went and I was hanging out with Justin LaBar for a little bit at a bar, and then I just ran into so many people that I knew in Manchester. It was a lot of fun. God damn it, I'm really mad about that. I'm very upset about that. And for all you people in Massachusetts or around the area, the PvP match, the Pioneer Pro Valley Wrestling, they had to change their date. They had a show coming up with a baseball game for the Blue Sox. But now it's going to be postponed until Sunday. So it's going to be Sunday, July 14th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So if anybody here is from Massachusetts or around the area, there's going to be wrestling and a big show Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. July 14th. Mark it down. You can get tickets. This is a rescheduled event, so if you guys want to get out there and support it, man. Go support some independent wrestling. These guys are really good. There's going to be a lot of the names here have wrestled a lot of big names in wrestling, and these guys are good. And some of them are going to be signed soon. So go out there and check it out. PvP July 14th, 1 to 4 p.m. Seems like it's going to be better. Doors are 1:30 p.m. It says. Let's see. Okay, yeah. It's going to be a good show. Yeah, it's going to be a good show. Okay, so anyway, got that out of the way. Wanted to plug them. Also wanted to plug, again, my Patreon, guys. Go sign up on Patreon. Check out my Patreon. Support that as well, but only if you want all the bonus stuff. There's so much bonus stuff, dude. There's like my Morning Madness podcast, the Corrupted podcast on Saturdays. And it all gets uploaded to Patreon. You can download it and keep it for life, keep it forever. You can see a lot of that stuff on my website, joecroninshow.net. Go to joecroninshow.net for all my bonus content. So much stuff on there. We have over 100 episodes of Corrupted Podcast. Each episode is 2 to 3 hours long. They're supposed to be just an hour, but they always go over. So over 100 episodes of Corrupted Podcast, over 150 episodes of Morning Madness, my morning podcast. Me and my wife's podcast. Me and Tommy just uploaded the Honestly podcast, episode 7. My 2-hour clip that I put up of me answering to the guy who went after me. And then, of course, that classic Stone Cold Steve Austin clip, me responding to that. That's up at the $2 tier or above. Just so much stuff on Patreon. It's ridiculous. We do about 30 hours of content that you can't hear on YouTube, exclusively only on my Patreon. And you can pretty much get almost all of it for $5. Like 80% of it is available to you at $5. $10, you just about get everything, about 95 to 98% of it. And anything above that is all cool stuff, like $25 patrons and above. You guys get access to a little bit of bonus stuff, you know, and you get your credit down below under the video screen at the $25 mark or above. Obviously, those are people going above and beyond, like SithNegan and Justin McNeil, Gary Metzler, Mikey T. Crikey, Mikey Gwaz from Brooklyn, NickY J, all those guys that I shout out from time to time. And at least once a week, you'll get all your names shouted out on a video like I did yesterday, so they'll get a shout-out tonight as well. I was waiting for possibly some new news to break here that someone was talking about, so I'm sitting here stalling for that, and really, I just don't see it popping out. I don't see it. Kevin Von Erich on his sons turning down WWE. That's an interesting read. You can go check that out if you guys want to. I don't know, though. Carl Anderson on how the club is supposed to be in WWE. I mean, I don't care about that. It's garbage in WWE. Raw viewership delayed, they're saying. So we're looking for that, and we can't get the answer to that on Raw viewership, I guess. Not sure what the reason is for that. God, I wish I knew SmackDown was in New Hampshire tonight. What the hell? This week's Raw viewership is delayed due to last week's Independence Day holiday. The Raw numbers should be released tomorrow afternoon. Okay, so we're not going to get them until tomorrow, it looks like. But as I said, I really believe that the third hour of Raw yesterday is going to be one of the most lowest in history. I really believe that, guys. So look tomorrow for the Raw viewership, or I'll make a video on it tomorrow anyway. And we're going to talk about the Raw viewership, because I'm going to go ahead and guess that the third hour of Raw was historically low, or at least a historic amount of people stopped watching Raw last night around the second or third hour. I want to say that the first hour to the third hour decline was probably one of the biggest of all time. I'm dead serious about that. I really think you're going to see, I mean, you're going to notice a big difference, but I'm saying it may be near historical levels. I really do think that. Anyway, I'm Joe Cronin. See you tonight live after SmackDown for the SmackDown review. And here's some other videos you might have missed. And also on the top right is my other YouTube channels might be popping up on the right side. My Corrupted Nation, which is no wrestling talk. And below that, my video game channel on YouTube. Check those out and subscribe to those if you're interested in more of me for free. Check those out. And if you're interested in Patreon and supporting me here and getting all that bonus content, bottom left, that's popping up for you. And then there's a video on the top left if you guys want to just keep watching some videos. I'll see you guys tonight.